Phil Mickelson remains one of the most admired figures in sporting history. As one of the leading players of his generation, Phil shows his appreciation to his legions of fans and always honours the traditions and history of the game. Often described as one of the best players to never win a major, Phil finally broke the drought in 2004 with his US Masters victory. In 2004, Phil held his nerve to clinch a thrilling one-shot victory from Ernie Els at the US Masters, holing a 15-foot birdie putt at the last for his first major victory in 47 starts. The former world number 2, long regarded as one of the best modern-day players, became the second successive southpaw to win the cherished green jacket at Augusta. His speech promised it would not be his last.
And my final thing that I would like to say to the members of Augusta National, please get used to me because I'm going to be back every year.
Phil has said that holding up the trophy was one of the greatest accomplishments in his life and comparable to the birth of his children. Phil's first major acted as a catalyst for other victories when he claimed consecutive PGA Tour titles for the first time in his career with a 4-stroke victory at the Pebble Beach National Pro-Am in 2005. Phil also set a course record at Pebble Beach, carding a bogey-free round at the $5.3 million event for his 62, the lowest round in the history of the tournament, first played in 1937. Phil then clinched his second career major with a one-shot victory in the US PGA Championship at Baltusrol. As the sun broke through the cloud cover, Phil drained the putt and acknowledged his win with a small fist pump and a big sigh of relief. Phil's success continued in 2006 as he turned the Bell South Classic into a race for second place, forging 8 strokes clear after the third round. The defending champion fired a 5-under par 67 to finish on a record-equaling total of 21 under 195. His status was cemented in 2006 as he sealed his third major title and second green jacket with a 2-shot victory in the US Masters. He broke clear of a tightly bunched leaderboard and effectively secured his second Masters crown. Here's what Phil had to say about his amazing win.
This was an incredible feeling of satisfaction.
The jacket topped off the experience.
And it just made for a fun, great day.
Showing grace after even the toughest defeats has made Phil Mickelson one of the most popular players ever to play golf. Arnold Palmer is many things to many people. Golf immortal, highly successful business executive, devoted husband, father and grandfather, and a man with a down-to-earth common touch that has made him one of the most accessible and popular public figures in history. Arnold's charisma was a major factor in establishing golf as a compelling television event in the 1950s and 60s, setting the stage for the popularity it enjoys today. His first major championship win at the 1958 Masters cemented his position as one of the leading stars in golf. Arnold won 92 championships in professional competition by the end of 1993, with 61 of the victories coming on the US PGA Tour. He also won the US Masters in 1958, 1960, 1962 and 1964, a record few have been able to surpass. Despite all these victories, Arnold wasn't earmarked for early success.
One said to the other, "Who's that kid down there hitting balls?" And he looked at him and he says, "Oh, that's a young guy, I know him, he's Arnold Palmer." And he says, the other guy looked at him and he says, "You better tell him to get a job."
How wrong they were, with Arnold's legendary status cemented into golf's history books. He built up a wide fan base, often referred to as Arnie's Army. And in 1967, he became the first man to reach $1 million in career earnings on the PGA Tour. Held in enormous regard throughout the golf and sporting community, Arnold's legacy still lives on in the game he loves.
That's been his gift to the game of golf, is that he's made everyone feel comfortable and welcome. And I think everyone who's ever met Arnold can say that.
Beside the magnificent performance record, his magnetic personality and unfailing sense of thoughtfulness have endeared Arnold to millions throughout the world.
Beautiful shot.
All good things eventually come to an end, and in 2004 Arnold closed a memorable chapter at the US Masters, marking his 50th consecutive appearance in that event. His feelings were understandably nostalgic.
I reached all the fairways off the tee. And I even made a few pars, so it will, the next Thursday and Friday will be fun for me. I suppose it's a bittersweet type situation.
He was misty-eyed as he trudged up the 18th fairway for the last time as a Masters competitor, soaking up the adulation of his faithful fans, Arnie's Army. The family love affair with golf is continuing though, with grandson Sam Saunders playing in his first PGA Tour event. The 10th ranked junior player in the country, Sam competed as a member of the championship field of the 2006 Bay Hill Invitational presented by MasterCard. Inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame in 1974, Arnold Palmer was one of the most charismatic and popular golfers to grace the game. One of the true icons of sport, Arnold remains a beloved figure and a hero in the eyes of his many fans, with his achievements continuing to inspire new generations. One of the game's most consistent competitors, Retief Hoosen, is not afraid to compete in both America and around Europe, which he does with great success. One of South Africa's greatest exports, Retief has one of the most fluid swings around and can make scoring look incredibly easy. Since 1995, Retief has been one of the most consistent players in the world. He's won internationally every year since 1995, and he's won a PGA Tour event every year since 2001. Retief was born in Petersburg, South Africa, and his amateur career was briefly interrupted when he was struck by lightning at the age of 16 while playing golf with a friend. Admired for his powerful swing, Retief has all the elements that ensure his success: grip, posture, ball position and alignment. Retief captured his second US Open Championship title and took his place among golf's elite with a stunning victory at Shinnecock Hills in 2004, holding off the challenge of that year's Masters champion, Phil Mickelson.
And Retief Hoosen is a US Open champion for the second time.
The laid-back star, winner in 2001 at Southern Hills in Oklahoma, finished at 4 under 276 in brutal conditions. Graceful and elegant in his movements, smooth and strong with his swing, Retief has been successful for a long period of time, further cementing his status as one of the game's greats. The Goose claimed his first major victory in 2001 when he won the US Open, often referred to as the most difficult major to win, and followed it up every year since with wins in PGA Tour events. In 2002 it was the Bell South Classic, and in 2003 he won the Chrysler Championship. His 2004 win at the US Open then led to his success in the 2005 International. He has spent a long period of time in the top 5 of the official world golf rankings, and in 2006 he reached 3rd place. Famous for not saying much, Retief is known for his extremely cool demeanour, a trait that has earned him the nickname the Iceman on the US PGA Tour. The worldwide success of South Africa's world number 2, Ernie Els, and reigning US Open champion Retief has led some people to muse whether the game should be elevated to the country's national sport. Retief teamed up with Phil Mickelson in the Battle of the Bridge to get a win over Tiger Woods and his partner John Daly, birdieing 4 of the last 6 holes. Success of South African players such as Retief and Ernie has even inspired a group of township-dwelling golf fanatics to build their own course. Nestled between the Cape Town's busiest motorways on a rare piece of open land, N2 City Golf is a far cry from the plush lawns of the players' exclusive fan court. Retief Hoosen has firmly established himself as one of golf's elite players, holding down a position in the world top 10 and reaching a high of 3rd. And it shouldn't be too long before he lands himself another major. No athlete has changed his sport the way Tiger Woods has transformed the world of golf. The Tiger phenomenon has created a new legion of golfers, seduced by his almost effortless mastery of this difficult game. One of the greatest golfers the sport and world has ever seen, Tiger Woods has already achieved at such a young age what many golfers haven't achieved in their lifetime. Further cementing his status as the best, Tiger won his 10th major golf championship in 2005, placing him 4th on the all-time greats list behind Jack Nicklaus, Bobby Jones and Walter Hagen. In the predominantly white, elitist sport of golf, Tiger turned the sport on its head. He brought new fans to the game and subsequently increased the game's audience and popularity. Tiger has had an unprecedented career since becoming a professional golfer in 1996. With his second Masters victory in 2001, he became the first ever to hold all 4 professional major championships at the same time. The next phase of Tiger's career saw him remain among the top competitors on tour, but lose his dominating edge. He did not win another major in 2003 or 2004, with his performance at the Byron Nelson Championship firing up the critics. His bad run continued in 2004 when his record streak as the world's top-ranked golfer came to an end at the Deutsche Bank Championship in Massachusetts, when Vijay Singh won the tournament and overtook Tiger in the rankings. Tiger quickly returned to his winning ways in the 2005 PGA Tour season. He finally broke his drought in the majors by winning the 2005 Masters in a tie-breaking playoff, which also assured him the #1 spot in the world rankings again. His win certainly hit back at all his critics.
I mean, it's huge. I mean, to have all the criticisms and people think I should retire from the game. I was hitting it so bad for the past year. What are you doing, revamping your swing? Well, it worked out pretty good.
One of the most charismatic figures in golf's history, Tiger isn't out of place among celebrities. He made the perfect start to 2006 as his success continued, winning the Doral Championship ahead of Phil Mickelson. He also clinched a record 4th Buick Invitational title in a 3-way playoff ahead of 2002 champion Jose Maria Olazabal. His father Earl was a huge influence, with Tiger dedicating his '05 Masters victory to his dad, who was the driving force, mentor and friend to his son throughout his career.
He means so much to me, you know. He's always there on 18 when I win, and this is the first time he's not there, and there's certainly a sense of loss there, but I can't wait to go home and see him.
Sadly, Tiger's father lost his battle with cancer in 2006. He has obliterated golfing records, strikes fear into the hearts of fellow competitors, and is the first ever professional golfer to hold all 4 major championships at the same time. In short, Tiger Woods is considered one of the greatest golfers the world has ever seen. Known as the Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus is widely regarded as the greatest golfer of all time and was a major force in professional golf. Jack's dignity in defeat, as much as in victory, only added to his aura of greatness. Jack was not just a favourite with the fans, he was a hero to his peers and successors in the professional game, and his achievements only continue to inspire new generations. Jack won 18 professional majors, twice as many as all but one other golfer, including an amazing 6 US Masters. Not only is his win tally a record, but he also finished as runner-up a record 4 times. Perhaps Tiger Woods will someday challenge that record, but for now, Jack remains by far the most accomplished player in the history of major championship golf. And he did it all exhibiting great class and sportsmanship. Together with Arnold Palmer, he is credited with turning golf into the major spectator sport it has become. While Arnold brought golf into the television era, it was the developing rivalry between the two players that drove interest. In his first year as a professional in 1962, he defeated Arnold in the US Open. While Arnold built up a steady fan base, by the late 1960s it was Jack who acquired clear ascendancy in their rivalry. In 2005, Jack was named US captain in the President's Cup for the 3rd time in his career, as former presidents George Bush and Bill Clinton were on hand on a picture-perfect day to declare play open. Jack's team squared off against an international squad that was captained by golf's greatest ambassador, Gary Player. Jack wanted the chance to settle the tie that they achieved in 2004, and he did, leading the United States to a thrilling victory. The perfect candidate to lead the US throughout his career, Jack radiated qualities that marked him a leader. There is obvious mutual admiration between Jack and Tiger Woods. The symbolic passing of the torch from past to future came with Tiger's win in the 2005 Open Championship, where he became only the 2nd golfer after Jack to have won all 4 majors more than once. In a career started with honours, the Presidential Medal of Freedom Award reaffirmed his legendary status.
The United States honors Jack Nicklaus for his contributions to American sport and for being the greatest golfer of all time.
The golf legend was honoured for his success in 18 major tournaments as a professional and more than 70 PGA Tour events. Jack has enjoyed a long and fruitful history at St Andrews, where he won the 1970 and 1978 titles on the famous Scottish links. He was even honoured by the Scottish government, who put his face on a banknote. St Andrews was the perfect setting for an emotional British Open farewell by the player regarded as the greatest in the sport's history.
I felt like St Andrews being the special place it's been in my life. to end my career here is probably the most appropriate.
In the world of golf, the name Jack Nicklaus speaks for itself. He's a man who transcended the game. His commitment and sportsmanship define greatness not only in golf and in sport, but also in life.